He walked out without a word, the front door clicking softly behind him, leaving a hollow silence that seemed to stretch into the corners of the house. At first, I thought it was just another one of his moods. He had them sometimes, storming out for hours, letting the tension fester. But something in the pit of my stomach refused to settle. I should have known then that the storm wasn't just outside. I sat on the couch, staring at the coffee table littered with unopened bills and my half-finished cup of coffee, and tried to convince myself I was overthinking. His sudden coldness had grown sharper over the past month. Small shifts in behavior, dismissive glances, delayed texts, hushed phone calls. I had blamed stress, work, the usual excuses that people give themselves to preserve fragile illusions. But deep down, I felt a creeping dread I couldn't shake. Hours later, the phone rang. The caller ID displayed a number I didn't recognize. "Hello." My voice was tentative. "Is this Mrs. Langford?" A man's voice asked formally. "I'm calling from Langford and Company. Investments. There's been a situation regarding your father's account." I froze, the cup slipping from my fingers. "My father?" "Yes, ma'am. There appears to have been an unauthorized transaction. We need to clarify some details immediately." The world tilted. My father had never been careless with his investments, and the company was notoriously secure. Unauthorized. My heart pounded. Who could have done this? The next hours were a blur. Bank representatives, emails, frantic calls to my father, all revealing an impossible truth. A series of high-risk investments had been initiated and withdrawn without authorization, and the only trail led to my account. My trembling hands flew over my phone as I dialed Jason. No answer. I left a terse message, my voice sharp with panic. "Call me now." When he finally walked back through the door, hours later, his calm demeanor was unbearable. "We need to talk," I said, but he just nodded silently, sat across from me, and let the silence speak for itself. I could barely hold my composure. "Jason, the bank called. They say someone used my account, my father's money, to make massive withdrawals. How could this happen?" He met my eyes for a long, hard moment, and the weight of something unspoken pressed down on us. "It wasn't supposed to happen this way," he finally said. "What are you talking about?" Panic edged my voice. "I found out," he said slowly, each word deliberate, like a hammer cracking stone. "I found out that you've been seeing him. The guy you've been meeting, whispering to when I'm at work. The investment advice you claimed was legitimate." I stumbled over my words. "Jason, I can explain." You can explain?" His voice was calm, terrifyingly calm. "You used my trust, our life together, to gamble with my father's money? You lied day after day, and I never saw it." Tears burned behind my eyes. "It wasn't like that. I thought it was safe. I thought You thought what? That I wouldn't notice? That I wouldn't find the evidence buried in my own accounts? That the warnings from the bank would never reach me?" His voice cracked, the first fissure of emotion breaking through the icy veneer. I tried to reach out, but he pulled back. "You've destroyed everything we built. And you didn't just betray me, you betrayed my family. My father trusted you, and you—" He stopped, swallowing hard, his jaw tight. I could see it then. The heartbreak, the sense of violation, the quiet rage that had been simmering under the surface all along. Jason wasn't just angry. He was crushed, and the betrayal was a weight I couldn't lift. I didn't mean for it to get this far. I whispered. He stood abruptly. "You've had your chance. Every lie, every secret, it ends here." Without another word, he walked to the door. I knew, with a terrible clarity, that he wouldn't return the way things were. He left not with screaming, not with chaos, but with precise, devastating silence that tore through the last remnants of our life together. Later, the bank confirmed what I had feared. Every risky transaction had been reversed, my father's money intact, but not because I had been forgiven. Jason had acted quietly, strategically, ensuring justice without theatrics, proving that betrayal carried consequences beyond the personal. I sat alone in the empty house, the echoes of his footsteps lingering in the walls. The love I thought unbreakable had been shattered, not with a shout, but with a quiet, calculated exit that left me to face the ruins of my own choices. And as I stare at the phone, still on the coffee table, I realize the deepest wounds are not the ones that bleed. They're the ones carved out silently, with trust betrayed and hearts forever altered.